All right, indicator 1.4. Teacher teams and collaborative groups regularly interact to address common issues regarding curriculum, assessment, instruction, and the achievement of all students. So this one, our mean score was 4.2. So this is considered an area of strength for us. We have been very intentional as we are working through the PLC process to build a strong foundation of teacher teams and collaborative teams. So we have created a document that outlines all the teams and the work of collaborative teams. Within our school district, we have been intentional about creating opportunities for our teams to reflect, to name where they currently are in their work, but also to be able to see those areas that we're striving to be, where we hope to ultimately land. We have named as a district some actions of high-performing teams, what we should see every time as we're working together as a team, what we might see depending on the agenda, and then things that we should never see. Our master schedule was created in order to provide intentional times for teachers to collaborate and to work together. We have win time, what I need time for our students. It was purposely scheduled for grades 3, 4, and 5 at the same time so that they can work collectively together. Sometimes what a student needs in 4th grade is exactly what a student in 3rd grade might need. This was also purposely planned at the beginning of the day because our block teachers, art, music, library, those types of teachers are available at this time to assist with providing these interventions and enrichment opportunities for our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. If you'll see our win time for 2nd grade, 1st grade, and then off the screen goes kindergarten, those were intentionally planned at those times because it allows our reading interventionist to be a member of each one of those teams so that we can identify kids with struggles early on in their literacy journey and provide interventions to them already. Also within our master schedule, we do have common planning times. You'll see over on the right in orange, that's 5th grade's block time. Block time also serves as their common planning time. So every grade level has common planning time 5 days a week with each other. Peer teacher leaders have been very successful in our school. We've provided opportunities carved into the day where our teachers can lead other teachers kind of in some bite-sized learning and PD opportunities just to strengthen us as a whole and to work together. So the picture here is one of our peer leaders, and she is leading a literacy activity with some other teachers, some of her grade levels, some of them are not of her grade level. Again, just building our toolbox so that we can strengthen ourselves as leaders. This picture is of some of our teacher leaders from across the district who are working together to align reading standards. We had new standards come out this year, and so they've got together, they did the heavy lifting to work on aligning those district-wide. Again, here's a teacher leader, again, leading a training for her peers. New this year, we created a late start opportunity each week for our school district. Prior to this year, teachers had time to meet as a team for their collaborative team meetings once a week in that 40-minute block of time while their kids were gone to their block classes. And the reality was, while it was 40 minutes, it really turned into 32 or 35 because teachers needed to use the restroom, or they got interrupted when a child was checked out and they had to go back to their classroom or something like that. So the district made a decision, supported by our board, to create what we have now termed as a Smart Start Wednesday. Every Wednesday when we are in school for a 5-day school week, our students arrive 1 hour later. Teachers arrive at 7:30, and from 7:30 to 8:30, they have the opportunity to work uninterrupted as a collaborative team to talk about student instruction, talk about their learning targets, to make plans for kids that are struggling or have seemed to have mastered the content already. We are 7 weeks in, and this has been received very well by our teachers. They appreciate the time that they have that is uninterrupted on a consistent basis to talk about kids learning. Here's an example. This was, I think, the second or third week of school as our teachers were working during Smart Start, having kids work on the table, naming where kids are, and making a plan to push them even further. Another example from one of our Smart Starts. And yet another example.